Hello and welcome to another exclusive Good e-reader video. This is Nick.
And this is Marcus.
Today we have the Kobo versus the new Kobo Wireless. If you want to know the differences, you've come to the right place.
Okay guys, so the wireless version of Kobo just came out today, and we're very excited to get our hands on it and do the first comparisons online on the internet. And as always, we are known to do e-reader comparisons as well as have all the latest e-reader news, previews at our webpage at goodereader.com/blog. And again, you can see all of our videos at youtube.com/user/goodereader. Now, we're going to take a look at some of the features here. First, we want to get into the original Kobo has 8 levels of grayscale versus the new Kobo Wireless, which has 16 levels of grayscale. The new Kobo Wireless also comes in many different colors, whereas the original is just limited to 2. This one has longer battery life and a built-in dictionary. This does not. They both have 6-inch screens, and they both have the same resolution, which is 600 by 800 pixels. Now, you can see here right from the get-go that there are some different menu features. If you look at the differences between the original and this one, you can see here that there is a shop button on the Kobo Wireless, but there's just a display button on the original Kobo. Now, the display options on the wireless hasn't changed. You merely just access it by the menu button instead of having a dedicated display button. Both e-readers have pretty well the same type of USB port on the back. You can see them both have the grip cover on the back. So this allows you to, because it's diamond shape, it allows you better grip. You can see that they're both the same sizes and dimensions. On the top, you notice that the original Kobo was blue for the button, and on the new Kobo Wi-Fi, it's actually gray. The SD card slots are in the original positions, and they both take about 4 gigabytes of SD memory. You can also see here that the logo has changed. This logo is just pure white, whereas with the original Kobo, there's different colors on the logo there. Now, let's get into the big differences, which is page turn speeds. Now, both of these Kobo e-readers are straight out of the box. We haven't updated any type of firmware or anything like that. So what we're going to do is fire up 2 different ebooks. And compare page turn speeds. So these are just 2 different books. The page turn speed shouldn't influence anything. Okay. So let's start right here where we're both going to hit the page turns at the same time and check out the page turn speeds. So again, this one here on the right hand side is the original Kobo, and the one on the left here is the Kobo Wi-Fi. So you can see for yourself already that the Kobo Wi-Fi is blowing the original Kobo out of the water in terms of page turn speeds. So we're going to hit it again. So right out of the box, it's very important for an e-reader to have great page turn speeds. For the average user, they're not going to be loading each and every firmware update on their e-reader. And it's only really the most tech-savvy of users that will know enough to be able to search for the local or the latest firmware updates that will give your e-reader different enhancements. So yeah, we're pretty happy that the new Kobo Wi-Fi does have faster page turns right out of the box. And you're buying an e-reader to read, and it's pretty important to not be taken out of the, the enjoyment of reading an ebook. Now, you can see here that the original Kobo, the only way that you can load ebooks on it is if you load ebooks manually off of your computer and copy them to your device. We do have video tutorials on our blog and YouTube channel that teach you how to load ebooks into your Kobo, as well as fix some of the problems that were with the first generation of Kobo when you were reading a book and the font would be so small, and when you were reading originally, all the fonts would be super small like this, And even though in the display option you would try to increase the font, nothing would happen. So we do have fixes for that on our forum. So you can visit that at goodereader.com/forum. But with the newest updates, and if you buy a Kobo new now, they will have the fix for that integrated built in. So if we're looking at the two basically side by side, we're super happy with the new Kobo Wireless. It's unknown at this time whether Kobo will allow you to download firmware updates wirelessly. We know right now that if you want to download firmware updates for both of these Kobo models, you will have to use Kobo's new desktop software, and this is available on our forum as well. It's also available on the main Kobo site. So the nice thing about the new Kobo Wireless versus the original Kobo is that you can shop and buy books and download them directly to your e-reader. Now, keep in mind, in order to download books and to even download free books from Kobo, you first must register a Kobo account. Now, registering the account is for free, but you can't do it on your e-reader. So despite the fact that this is a wireless e-reader, you cannot register an account on it. You have to first do it from your portable computer, netbook, laptop, tablet, PC, and once you register an account, you would simply enter your email address and password, and then you can start buying books immediately. So this is the one big advantage that the Kobo Wireless has, is that it's a little bit more expensive than the original Kobo, but it has the ability to be able to download books on the fly, read them to your device. One of the other great features is that you can do newspaper subscriptions. So this means that you can actually access books and newspapers. If you live in Canada, you can get things like the Vancouver Sun, the Montreal Gazette, and most other major Canadian newspapers. If you live in the States, you can get the New York Times and various other ones. So we basically wanted to give you this comparison to compare page turn speeds as well as menu and features. Again, with the new Kobo Wireless, you do have a built-in dictionary, and that's something the original Kobo doesn't have. So this will allow you to be able to, check words out on the fly. Basically, the ebook experience hasn't changed from both of these e-readers from one to the other. The only thing that's really changed is that with the new Kobo Wireless, you can take out newspaper subscriptions, you can buy ebooks directly from Kobo, page turn speeds are faster, and they've rechanged the way that you navigate the menus and do features. So again, you can see here that when you hit the menu, this is your display button here, whereas with the original Kobo, your display is here on the side. So again, hardware, nothing has changed. The color of the D-pad has changed. You can see here in the original Kobo it's gray, and on the new Kobo Wireless it's actually black. So we like the design, even though that they really haven't changed a lot of the design things. They have done simplistic things like make the color of the D-pad the same color as the ebook reader. So this has been a comparison of the new Kobo Wi-Fi and the original Kobo e-reader. For Good e-reader, this is Marcus.
This is Nick.